Welcome, it's Sunday, 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
So it's time for giving 30 minutes and receiving 30 minutes massage. And welcome everyone who's joining us live, so super nice. And if it's your first time, don't worry, it's not about doing it perfectly. It's just about giving a massage to your partner every week. That's also what we need to do. And we are starting already. This is week 23.
23.
Yes.
23 times.
Yes. Oh, and I forgot to introduce ourselves. If you don't know who we are
Manuel
and Nicole. And the only thing that you have to decide now is who is going to receive the massage first. And we do 30 minutes giving, 30 minutes receiving. Just follow us. And if it goes too quick, just don't worry. Pretend you know.
Be happy.
Yes.
And do it.
That's it. Let's start.
Okay.
Okay. So, some of you maybe read already the ebook, you know already the sequence. Some of you have been here already for 23 weeks. That's really great. And then you know what's going to happen. Every week, the same sequence, same thing, just to improve your health. Okay, so we sit with our knees in between the ankles of our partner. And then we place our hands like this. We call this the white cone. And we close our eyes. So maybe this is the first time you close your eyes during the day. Just see how do you feel today. How was your day? So focus on having a relaxed spine. Focus on having relaxed shoulders. Relax your arms. Relax your wrist. Relax the back of your neck. Relax your facial muscles. And very important, relax your brain. Think about giving the best massage you've ever given, even though it's your first time. And then focus on your breathing. So we breathe out in 4 counts. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we keep this really slow breath during the whole massage. So now we open the eyes, we warm the hands, and we start the massage. So we place the hands above the feet, and then we just press and roll open. And we go to the middle, press and roll open. We go to the toes, press and roll open. We go back to the middle and roll open, and the beginning and roll open. Now we do one by one. One side, other side, middle foot, the toes, we go back to the middle, and we want to see the sole of the feet, so we want to really open really well. Now we walk with the karate hand, not on the shin bone, on the muscle, 1, 1, middle, and the end, Now, the tip of the fingers above the knee, the heel of the hand below, and we press with the tip of the fingers. We're going to massage, palm circle the knees, and don't press too hard on the patella itself. We go up with our body weight. We walk like a cat, full body weight, it's like you're crawling. Walk up in 3 steps, all the way up, and then we walk down, up and down. Then we sit again, and we massage the knees. Tip of the finger you press a lot, heel of the hand you press a lot, but not on the full kneecap itself. And we walk down in 3 steps next to the shin bone. And then we do again palm press, walking on the feet, the middle, we do the toes, use your body weight, the middle and the beginning. Now we're going to work with the thumbs, not with the tip, but the ball of the thumbs. So you place your fingers on the top of the foot, you slide over the ball of the foot, and everywhere in between you press 6 times. So I do it now in the middle of the sole of the feet, 2 feet at the same time. Just somewhere above the heel. And point number 4, somewhere else in the back of the foot. Very nice if you do it quite strong. 5 and 6. After that, we palm press again. One side, other side, middle foot, toes, and we go back and back, and back and back. Now we're going to work on the top of the feet. We place the feet in this position, thumbs inside, fingers outside. You lean next to the ankle, down towards the mat. Now we go to the middle of the feet, down towards the mat. We go on the toes, down towards the mat. We go back to the middle and back to the beginning. We flap the feet open and we palm press walking again. Middle, middle, toes, toes. Go back to the middle, middle, and beginning, beginning. Now we're going to work one leg at a time. So on the right hand side, I'm going to place the foot next to the knee. We're going to move ourselves, hands in this position, we call butterfly. We're going to press on the upper leg, not on the knee, above the knee. 1, you lean in with your whole body weight. 2, and then the end of the inner thigh. We go back to the middle and the beginning. Now we place the leg back, so now the knee is 90 degrees. We're going to sit on our butt next to the straight leg. Left knee just hanging in there, both hands on the feet, and you just press forward. 1, and you pull back. And we do a little bit closer, knee towards armpit, opening the groin 3 times. Now we're going to work on hamstring, long leg. Place the foot underneath, other foot is going to press a lot. 1, 2, press a lot. 3, and we go back to 2, and 1. Really deep, very nice for tight hamstrings. Or if you have knee pain or back pain, this is really, really great. Now we walk with the feet on the hamstring just to relax. We're gonna sit on the knees. So, you place the foot a little bit forward, place the knee up, your knees on the top of the foot, and we're gonna interlace our hands like that. Gonna work on either side of the leg, not on the knee, slide down a bit. Press and rotate. 1, press and rotate. 2, press and rotate, and middle and upper leg. Gonna work with the thumbs. Same, not on the side now, but a little bit lower under the bum. Thumbs towards each other. In 3 steps down and 2 steps up. And 3 steps down and 2 steps up. And then we massage again, freestyle. We're gonna work on the calf muscle. The more you cup your fingers, the heavier it is for your partner. So you lean down under the knee, above the calf, go to the middle, and below, and back to the middle, and under the knee. Now we're gonna interlace the hands behind. You squeeze the heel of the hand together, we go forward. 1, middle, down, go back to 2, and 1. And then we just relax. Now we do knee to chest. So we place the foot in here, and then we place the foot, our foot next to the hip, hand on the knee, other hand on the straight leg. So we go 90% forward and only 10% lean on the straight leg. The foot is next to the hip. 3 times. Knee to chest. 2 and 3. Twist hip is next. Hand on the knee goes to the hamstring. And we're going to do twist hip. Press to the sternum and try to straighten the leg to the opposite shoulder. 3 times. 2 and 3. Now we're going to stretch Achilles tendon. Knee down, other knee up. Place the foot on your knee. Hold the heel, place the forearm above the knee, and then 3 times we try to focus on all the pressure is on the top of the big toe. Knee to chest, foot to butt. 3 times. Knee to chest, foot to butt. And then we straighten the leg, hand under the knee, and we do this, tick, 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 underneath. And now we do everything on the other side. So we place the foot next to the knee. Place yourself here. Hands like that. 3 times up on the thigh. 1, 2, 3. And 2 back. After that, place again the knee 90 degrees. Sit next to the straight leg. Hands on both feet. And we do opening the groin. Knee towards the armpit. We go a little bit closer. 2. And maybe all the way up for 3. And then we're going to do lock leg. Foot underneath. And you press. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Go back to 2. And 1. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. And then we place the feet like that, up and down. Now we're going to sit on the knees, place the knee up, and then hands interlaced, not on the knee, but a little bit lower. Squeeze and rotate. Middle, squeeze and rotate. And squeeze and rotate. Go back to the middle and the beginning. And now we do with the thumbs. So not on the side, a little bit lower. 3 down. And 2 up. And then we relax the leg, freestyle. We're going to work on the calf muscle. So we have to scoop the hands like that. Nails next to each other. Start under the knee on the calf. You lean back 1. Middle. 2. Down, 3, go back to middle, and under the knee. Now we interlace our hands, behind the knee, squeeze and go forward. Middle squeeze, go forward, and down, go back to up, and next to the knee. Knee to chest is next. So we place the foot in our groin, my other foot next to the hip. Hold the knee, other hand on the straight leg and go forward 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Twist hip, hand on the foot, other hand on hamstring. 1, 2, and 3. Stretch Achilles, knee down, other knee up. We stretch 1, 2, and 3. And then knee to chest, foot to butt. 1, 2, and 3. Straighten the leg. And now we go to the belly. So your partner leans on the belly. We're going to sit again in between the ankles. And we palm press on the feet. One side, other side. 3 times on either side. And then we're going to walk on the calf. Fingers towards the head. 3 steps up. 1, 2, and 3. Don't press on the back of the knee. Skip the back of the knee. And palm press really deep in the hamstrings. Super great for stiff legs. Now we go back down, 2 down. And we skip the knees. Skip the knees. We go down, 3 steps down on the calf. And now we're going to work with the thumbs. Not the tip, but the ball of the thumb. Find Achilles tendon. Press down on Achilles tendon towards the mat and walk thumb follow thumb all the way up, thumb follow thumb all the way up until you are a couple of fingers down on the back of the knee. Skip the back of the knee. We never press on the back of the knee and we walk really deep on the hamstrings with our thumb until you feel the sitting bone and then you just walk back down, up and down, skipping the knee, walk on the calf, And then we walk again with our palms all the way up, 3 steps on the calf, skipping the knee, 3 steps on the hamstring, and then we are going to be one side, other side, and your partner's in the middle. First you feel where the spine is. You place one hand on one side, one hand on the other side, you lean in. Then you go to the middle, and then go to the shoulders and we press. We never press on the spine. So in between my hands, I place a little bit of space. Walking down with the palms. And now we're going to work with our thumbs. Same thing, same thing. So we place our thumb on one side, thumb on the other side of the spine, and you lean in. So my fingernails are touching the spine, but I'm never pressing on the spine. Yeah, very important. We never press the spine. So 2 thumbs at the same time. Only thing we do, we lean in. It's very easy. You just lean in, nothing more. Nothing more. You don't have to really massage. You just lean in until you feel the top corner of the scapula. We go all the way up. You can change your position like I do, so my shoulders are always above my wrist. And then when you're up, the thumb press walking down. Thumb press walking down. We don't press on the spine. And when you're all the way down, we're going to place our palms again on our partner. You place your feet in between, and now the knees near the sitting bone. And then you can place up if you like. Then we walk up. So when you're up on the shoulders, this is the time when you place the arms down, and then we walk in 3 steps. The upper arm down. We skip the elbows. We never want to press on the elbows. We skip the elbows. We go down 3 steps. And we stretch the hands. Very nice if you work on the computer. Now we're going to place our hands on the wrist, and my partner holds the wrist. I'm going to go up 2 times in Cobra. Partner, look at the ceiling. We can also look at the ceiling 1 time. Second time, we go only halfway. Pull 1 arm, pull the other arm, and 1 time up. Oh, nice stretch for me too. And then again, we stretch the hands. We walk in 3 steps on the lower arm. We skip the elbows. We walk in 3 steps on the upper arm. And then we walk down. Down, down, down. We pull ourselves up. We walk down on the leg. Skip the back of the knees. And then we're going to do with our fist. So you place your hands like that, and we just walk with the fist on the feet. Super nice feeling. After that, we ask our partner to turn back on the back. Now we place the leg up. Be careful when you place the leg up. We don't want to hurt our own back. So we make a little stretch, and then we bend the knees. We place the feet underneath our knees. We walk all the way to the crease of the butt. We hold each other wrist, and we go up, and then you stretch a lot with your knees. You bend your knees. You walk back down. Walk behind your partner. Place your partner straight with a straight spine. Fingers behind. And we press next to the neck. 1. A little bit wider for 2. A little bit wider for 3. And we walk back 2. And 1. And then we do the same with the thumbs. So you place your thumbs, 4 fingers from the collarbone and next to the crease of the neck, and we press in, leaning in. 1. A little bit wider for 2. A little bit wider for 3. Not too wide. We don't want to press here on the shoulder bone, okay? And then we press back in. 2. And 1. And maybe your partner is almost sleeping. That's a good sign. And we palm press again. 1, 2, 3. Go back to 2 and 1. It's nice when you really lean in. And then we're going to bend on the knees behind your partner. And we're just going to massage really nice with your thumbs and your fingers a lot, really strong. And maybe you feel some under your thumbs. These are some sticky fascia that we need to release and press and break. So then your blood circulation is improving. The fascia is not sticking anymore to the nerves and you don't have pain anymore. So really, if you feel that, go really deep into that. Super nice. Well, not so nice to receive, but later on you will thank your partner. So now, we're going to break all that. We're going to place the head down. We're going to work next to the neck. So we don't want to work on these vertebrae and not too tight. So we just press next to the vertebrae. We start in C7. Place your hands like that. Thumbs next to C7. And you press. So we don't want to press the head down. The focus is on the thumbs. Thumbs towards each other. So you press 3, 4 steps, how many steps you need to reach the skull. And then you go back down. So you press all the time. Focus on your thumbs. Down. And then we go up again. Up again. Anel's almost sleeping, but he needs to give the massage back. Yeah, we do two ways. So then we massage the head, we do shampoo, and that's really easy, but do it quite strong. It's very nice if you do strong with the tip of the fingers everywhere along the skull, freestyle. And then we're going to chop. How to chop? You place the hands together, the wrist is relaxed, the fingers are relaxed, and you press with the pinky fingers only. So you start with the neck, you go out, in, only between the scapula and the spine, halfway only, not on the kidney. Other side, out, in, down between the scapula and the spine, and up again. We make some circles on either side, and then we do 5 times from the head down, sliding, and we always say this mantra, Na'ana Waroka Paitifian Santi, which means I hope you feel better than before. Kapkunka, thank you in Thai. And now we switch.
Yes, let's do it.
Wait, I have to drink a sip of water. Okay.
Oh my gosh, now I understand you. On other videos, no, when I get the second.
The second what?
No, I understand you now.
Oh, you, because I started the massage.
No, it's perfect. It's amazing. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna start here between the legs, between the feet, on the knees, and then we do the white crew to be in this moment now, in which you help your partner warm up your hands, your heart. This is our eternal moment. Now we get the hands on below the joint and we push the feet forward, so we rock the feet. Then we do the same at the middle of the arch. Then we get to the joint of the big toe and we rock forward. Then we get back to the middle and then we get finally to below the joint. Then we do 1 foot at a time, so the same. The 3 steps, you rock the feet forward and then you go out. Every step goes a bit out until the 3rd step is at the joint of the big toe, and then you back reversing 2 steps to the joint. Then we use the side of the hand and we start at the heel of the feet and we do pressure to the calf muscle beside the bone tibia. 3 steps, hard pressure to the calf until you reach below the knee. At the knee we never press patella, so the finger press beside, above patella, 2 or 3 fingers, and under the pressure we can do like a movement, like a circle. And then we go up and we press on the top of quadriceps, like 3 or 4 fingers from the knee joint. We do 3 steps, walking up until the top of the leg, and then we reverse 2 steps down until 3 fingers above the knee, then we get down with the weight and we use the tip of finger to press again to the tissue around patella, and under the pressure we do circles. Then we get karate hand to press with the side of the hand beside the tibia on the calf muscle all the way 3 or 4 steps walking to the heel, and from the heel we do again the palm press walking 3 steps out to the joint of the big toe. So every step on the feet we do the rocking, the structure of the feet forward, and then we get back to the joint. Now we use the thumbs, fingers on the top of the foot to support, and then we do 6 times pressure to the center of the sole. We want to press the line of the center of the sole, 3 steps, and then we can do the next 3 steps, pressure with the thumbs along the arch muscle, and every time you press, you rock the feet forward. So after this 6 times pressure to the sole, now we use the palms to do again the palm press walking out and in, the 3 steps of the feet. Keeping this rhythm, we want to go through the 25 exercise of this method. Then we place the feet up and we maintain foot, so the hand is at the top of the foot, close by to the joint, and then we push down, not too hard, and we hold 5 seconds. Then we reduce the tension on the tissue and we get with the hands on the top center of the foot, and we push down medium hard, and we hold there 5 seconds. Then we get to the toes, level of the toes, and we push a bit harder and we hold under the tension 5 seconds. Then we get back to the middle, we push down, medium hard, and we hold 5 seconds, and then we get to below the joint and we push down and we hold, not too hard, close to the joints, and then we open the feet and we do the 3 steps with the palms, still rocking the feet in another direction, 3 steps out to the joint of the big toe, and then you back in to the joint of the feet. Then we work at 1 leg at a time, so we can start with the right hand side leg, so we bend the leg at 45 degrees, the foot is at the level of the knee, you change position on front of the knee, hands on this position butterfly, 3 or 4 fingers from the knee, we push the upper leg tissue down to the mat, and then we do 3 steps to the upper joint up, and then 2 steps slowly down all the way until starting point 3 or 4 fingers out beside the knee. Then we get back to the center and we open the leg into 90 degrees. So then we sit on the mat with your feet forward, 1 leg, lock the straight leg, outside foot behind the knee, push the knee down to the mat and up to the shoulder, and we need to hold 5 seconds, and then we reduce the tension and we go again. We push with the outside foot behind the knee up to the shoulder, and we hold 5 seconds, and then we reduce the tension and we repeat again. We push, we don't pull from the foot, we push from the foot behind the knee up. Then we reduce the tension in the leg, we still leave the 90-degree angle on the leg, and we slide the foot below to now use the inside foot to apply inside pressure to the hamstrings, to this tissue that cross your joint of the knee. And we want to apply hard pressure, hold 5 seconds, all the way up until below the joint. And then we get down 2 steps until the starting point. After that, we will get the feet on the area of the hamstring and we pull on the foot to walk on the hamstring with the feet up and down. Then we leave the foot on the mat and we get up into the knees. Then we raise the leg up. So now the leg, your knees are on the top of the foot, fingers interlock, heel of the hand, apply 3 or 4 fingers from the knee, pressure in, and under the pressure we do a circle. Then we get to the middle, press in, and a circle. Then we get to the top of the leg, you press in, and a circle under the pressure. We get back to the middle, press in, and a circle. And then 1, press in, and a circle. Then we use now the thumbs, fingers still interlock, and we do the pressure below the level of the bone. Only pressure in, and we hold 5 seconds. Then we get to the middle, and we press, and we hold. Then we get to the top of the leg, press 5 seconds with the thumbs, a bit below level as we did before, and then we get back to 2 and 1. After that we relax. Now we get the fingertip in the center line behind the calf, and then we pull back to stretch the whole leg from the center of the calf. First we start at the head of the calf, then we get to the middle, we pull back, then we get to above the Achilles tendon, pulling back from the center line. So we hook the line of the calf and we pull the whole entire leg until the low back backwards. And then now we interlock fingers and we give the pressure with the heel of the hand and we push out the muscle from the bone. So we push under the pressure. First we apply the pressure to the tissue and then we push out of the tibia and fibula. And then we do 1, 2, 3, going down, back to 2, to the middle, and 1 to the head of the calf. Then we relax. Now we use the outside hand to push the knee forward. You go up into half knee, foot is at the hip, her foot is at the groin, outside hand is at the knee, inside hand on the thigh, and then we push with the groin the knee to the center chest and we hold 5 seconds. Then we reduce the tension and then we go again. We push knee to chest and we hold 5 seconds. Then we reduce the tension and we go again. Push and then we reduce the tension. Now the hand of the knee gets to the hamstring and the inside hand cups behind the heel. So this outside hand push the knee to the center chest, the inside hand push the foot to the opposite shoulder. We need to hold 5 seconds on the maximum tension on the tissue and then we reduce. Then we go again slowly and then we push and we hold and then release the tension on the tissue and we expose again the tissue to the tension of the exercise. 5 seconds hard, and after the third time the knee that is up gets down to the mat and then you rotate to your partner and the knee down gets up and we hold hand cup to the heel, forearm on the toe level and you push with the forearm on the toe, so you stretch the tissue of the calf. We do that 3 times, 5 second dip, and then we change the knees again. The knee up gets down, the knee down gets up, and now we do 1 hand on the top of the knee, 1 hand on the foot, and we stretch knee to chest, foot to butt 3 times, 5 seconds hard. Yes, and then 3. So when we finish everything on the leg, we place the leg down, we shake to relax, and then we get back to the center and we keep moving. We never stop. This is a mechanotherapy, a therapy based on the movement. Therapy benefit is based on this movement that we do. With this Tai Chi rhythm, we do the butterfly hand palm press on the upper leg, with the leg bent on this position, easy. We do up 3 steps and then 2 steps down, slowly and deep. Then you back to the center and you open the leg 90 and then you sit on your butt with one leg to lock on the straight leg, the outside foot push behind the knee and you hold on the maximum tension 5 seconds. And then we reduce the tension, we can sit a bit forward and then we push a bit more and we hold the pressure to the knee up to the shoulder and this hand locks on the foot. So then you stretch the tissue of both legs, the inside tissue on the leg that we work and the outside tissue of the leg that we lock. This is very clear, and then we sit forward, we sit backwards a bit, and then the foot that push gets below and the inside foot apply pressure in to this tissue inside of the leg that we just stretch. We do that 3 steps, 5 seconds hard pressure in, slowly of course, all the way up until below the knee, and then we got all the way to the starting point into 2 steps back to the starting point, and then we get the feet on the area and we do a walking joint to joint from the knee joint to the upper joint, up and down. Then we leave the foot down on the mat, we get to the knees, We raise the leg up and then we interlock fingers and we use the heel of the hand, 3 fingers from the knee, we press in and then we do a circle. Then we do, now we know the tension of Nicole, which leg? Ooh, Nicole, what? Is the same pressure in both legs? Now you know Nicole has tension in the right leg. And then we go all the way up and down, 3 steps. And now the second is about the eye speaking, that the level of the stimuli is a bit below. So we do the pressure, only pressure in, and we hold like 10 seconds, 5 seconds, sorry. We could do 10 seconds, but then you get tired. 10 seconds is better, but 5 is good on the plus. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, and then we relax. Now we get the fingertip on the center line behind the calf, starting at the head of the calf, and we pull back, hooking on the center line, and we hold 5 seconds. Then we get to the middle, we pull, and we hold. Then we get down to the Achilles, pull and hold. Yeah, we need to hold, because if not, what? Nothing happened. 5 seconds minimum. And then when we reach on the top, we now use the heel of the hand, same before, we press and push, holding 5 seconds, press and push, then press and push above the tendon, back to the middle, and back to the head of the calf. Then we relax. Now we use the outside hand to push on the knee forward. You go up into half knee. Your foot is at the hip, touching the side of the mat to guide the knee to the center chest. Her foot at the groin. Outside hand on the knee, inside hand on the thigh to lock leg down. And then you push forward and you hold. Then you correct a bit your position, and the second time you can do a bit harder. And then you hold. Then release. And then we go again. Slowly the knee direction to the sternum, the center bone in the chest, between the breast. And then release. Now the hand of the knee gets behind the knee. Inside hand comes the heel, and then we push knee to the center chest, foot to the opposite shoulder, and we hold. And then release. 2, push and hold. Release. And 3, push and push and hold. And then as we finish the third, the knee up gets down, the knee down gets up, and we support the leg on the top of the leg, hand cups the heel, forearm push on the toes, 5 seconds hard, and then we repeat 3 times. As you finish the third time, the knee that is up gets down, the knee down gets up, and then we push 50-50, knee to chest, foot to butt. You hold 5 seconds, and then 2, and then 3. As you finish the third time, we let the leg down, and we shake behind the knee, and then we change position. PTO, please turn over, and then we get to this step in which you are still between the feet, you are with the toes looking inside to you, and then you do the pressure to the sole 3 times, each foot, 1 foot at a time. And we keep 1 leg at a time. When we go the 3 steps on the calf, pressure down, deep pressure to 3 fingers below the knee. We never press behind the knee, so when you reach 3 fingers below, you jump to 3 fingers above, and then we do 3 steps on the hamstrings, deep pressure down, and then 3 fingers above the knee, you jump 3 fingers below the knee. We never press the knee. If you press the knee, it's terrible, very painful, very bad. And then we go to the sole. Now we use the thumbs, we use fingers outside the leg to support, and starting at the Achilles tendon, you give pressure down, shorter steps, 1 leg at a time, going up to 3 fingers below the knee. You give pressure in the center top line, following the Achilles tendon line, and then we jump and we do some steps, like 5 steps in each part of the leg. 5 is good, all the way up to the crease of the butt, and then we go down 5 steps until you are 3 fingers above the knee. Then we jump, and then we do 5 steps, pressure down to the center line of the calf, all the way until you reach on the Achilles tendon. And then we get again to the palms, and then we do palm press, 3 steps on the calf to 3 fingers below the knee. Then we get to 3 fingers above the knee, 3 steps on the hamstring. Then we change position, knee out on one side, half knee on the other side, and then we jump with the butterfly hand on the low back tissue beside the spine. We push down 5 seconds. Then we go to the middle back, we push down 5 seconds. Then we get to below scapulas, we push down 5 seconds. And then we get to the top of the scapula and we push down 5 seconds. And then we go walking all the way to the low back tissue, a bit with body weight until low back, and then we stretch again 5 seconds. And then we do the pressure from the sacrum. We want to press both sides beside the bone of the spine, both sides together. We press down to the deep tissue beside the bone, and then we do short steps, jumping 2 sides at the same time beside the bone. We never press the bones of the body. We press the tissue that attached to the bones. Therefore, we always follow beside the bones. And in here on the back, we follow beside the bone of the back. And this is the bone of your vertebra. All the way up until thoracic one. And then we do a walking all the way down. Still, you give pressure deep pressure to the deep tissue, right? To these tendons of your back. All the way down until the sacrum. At the sacrum, we place hands on butterfly beside the spine. We place body weight there. Then we get inside with both feet between the legs. Your knees gets to the crease of the butt in the center of the leg. Then we can place the feet on the top of the calf if you like, but be careful to don't damage your partner. And then we can get butterfly palm press all the way up, 3 steps, and then 4 steps to the top of the scapula. And from here we can do a walking all the way out to the shoulder, all the way down 3 steps on the upper arm, jump the elbow, 3 steps down to the wrist, jump the wrist to the hand, press the hand, and then we get out with the foot on the calf, when you put the foot down on the calf, and then we get on the wrist, we pull up, cobra, and then release. Now we do halfway up, only halfway of the first time, and then we pull one arm, 5 seconds, we pull the other arm, 5 seconds, we pull again up, 5 seconds, and then we place them down. We leave the arms down, and we do a walking from the line of the wrist, 3 steps on the upper arm, 3 steps on the upper arm, and then walk beside the spine all the way to the low back. And on the low back, we want to push up out of the hip on the tissue, and we go between the legs with on the knees, and then you do a palm press on the legs all the way down until you reach on the sole. And at the sole, we close the hands and we use the knuckles, 3 steps on each foot, pressure with the knuckles on the sole, walking 1 foot at a time. Then we change position, PTO, please turn over, and then we get the feet together, we pull back, we go with legs straight, at 90 degrees, we push the knees, we bend the feet below your knees and we raise up from the wrist, we push at the halfway forward and we pull, and then we let them sit in position. So in here first, we get behind, we place them straight, and we use the heel of the hands to press with fingers behind the line of the trapezius. This line is 4 fingers above, beside the bone of the collarbone. Don't press too forward to collarbone. You can break the bone. This is terrible, very painful. Don't do that. And then we use the thumbs on the corner between neck and shoulder, and we press down Always pressure at 4 fingers actually beside the collarbone. So we do 3 steps, 3 centimeters out from corner between neck and shoulder, and then we get back. Yes. Then after the thumb we use again the heel of the hand to press down, 3 steps out until 2/3 of the shoulder, and then in 2 steps until corner between neck and shoulder. Then we get down, and now we use the fingers and thumb to massage freestyle, the shoulder, scapula, all these muscles touching to your bones of your arm, to the scalp, to the neck, cervical, vertebrae, freestyle. Yes. And after that, we push the head down, and now we want to stimulate this line of the cervicals. Pressure is pressure in and behind SCM muscle. So starting at C7, we want to apply pressure very close to the cervical, and the direction of this pressure is to the cervical. Very easy. We never press the muscles of the neck. We want to press the tissue that attaches the muscles of the neck to the cervical. So we need to press close to the cervical to don't damage any artery or lymphatic ganglion. So we want to go very close to the cervical, pressure into the cervical, both sides at the same time, until below the scalp. Then we raise the head up, and then we do shampoo, head massage, freestyle. And then after shampoo, we relax now with chop on the shoulder, between the scapula and the spine, and then the other side. Shoulder, between the scapula and the spine, and then circles. And then we rush. Na-a, na-wa, roka, hayati, minasanti, kapo.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, I had indeed a lot of muscle pain because I have been cycling a lot today.
How do you feel? Amazing, right?
Yeah,
Me
I feel
too.
really
I was
relaxed.
a stand-up teaching today deep tissue massage, and I was 7 hours stand-up teaching people how to massage with oils on the table. Terrible for my legs. I feel like tension because it's not good. It's the same bad. I don't know what is bad actually, to be stand-up too much or to be sitting too much. I think both things are terrible to humans. We need to balance. Balance is the key. Not too much standing, not too much sitting. Yes.
I feel so relaxed.
Yeah, me too.
So,
Yeah.
anyway, I think we want to relax, and I think you also want to relax if you have been watching, because it's super relaxing, no?
Yes.
So you can give feedback to your partner, and the most important thing is to just do it regular. If you do it only one time, it doesn't really help. It's nice, but if you do it every week, it's amazing.
The most important is beyond what sometimes we believe that is good or not to us. The most important is beyond these beliefs that we have with the information that we contain to make this opinion about things. The most important actually is how the body responds to that, how the body responds to the pressure, how the body responds to the movement, how muscles respond, how your brain responds. And this is beyond the understanding of most of the people who don't know really what is happening. But we know that, therefore we are amazed every time after the class.
It's amazing.
After 20 years.
I feel much better.
Yeah.
So I hope you come back next week and to massage your partner, and it's only less than 1 hour. So just make a cross in your agenda.
Yeah,
and then you feel better every time. And if you think, how come for me it was not so relaxed as for them, it is about practice and doing it every time. The first time brushing your teeth is very difficult, but if you do it all the time, brushing your teeth is easy.
It's a brain. We need to create the path of the brain, and this is about practice, and practice is the mother of science. And yes,
so if you do it every week like we do, I feel the same as if I brush my teeth or if I do this class.
Sure.
It's the same difficulty.
What we preach. Yeah, we want people to get massage every week. This is something we have in our head, and we will do that. Yes?
So enjoy the massage do it next week again, and we're going to relax. So thank you for joining, and
Yes.
see you next week, no?
Sawadee-ka.
Very relaxing.